All right, Alex, how much money have you made in the last, week and a half of joining Auto Empire?
20K, like 21K revenue, and then probably 14, 16 profit because I outsourced to your devs, so I don't do
Crazy.
shit.
Crazy. And tell me the backstory of like where you started everything, because this is actually a funny ass story.
So I was washing dishes for Chipotle, regular 9 to 5, whatever. And I came home one night. I was trying to learn how to real estate wholesale. I was gonna be the next Richard Taylor or some shit. And then what's it called? I seen one of your ads. I seen your ad, and most people have got half a million followers, million followers, things like that. You had like 10,000, 20,000 maybe. So that kind of like built that trust, and I applied to your sales ad. What I say, I said, I'm not here for a Lamborghini. I'm not here to get rich. I'm here to like learn how to like stand on my own 2 feet type deal. Um, I think you called me within 5 minutes. Not even that. You and Cam had me on the phone within 5 minutes, and I started setting for your agency.
Yeah, so Alex used to actually work on my sales team, and he is the only rep from that sales team that actually was successful, which is crazy, but that's kind of how it is. I mean, a lot of people, I guess maybe there's one other that was decent. But like that's how it is. Like most people quit because this is not easy. It's not easy. But what I always told Alex from the beginning is once you get it, you get it. And I think he's now noticing that. So Alex, he set on my offer. He used to cold call for my offer, my business, my AI agency. Then he was like, I kind of, look, I want to do my own thing. And I would never tell someone, no, you can't do your own thing. You're working for me. No, do it. Go do your own thing. Let's do it. And he did it for a bit. He had a little bit of success here and there, but he called me. He was like, yo, I just don't know what I'm missing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what. There's one thing, because I keep seeing those wins. There's one thing that I do not understand that obviously y'all know that I don't. I want to join Auto Empire. You joined, and how quick did you close your first deal after you got in?
I think it was I once I sat down and watched like a couple videos or whatnot, and then found out like what I was missing out on. Um, 3 hours, 4 hours, $1,600.
So
Um,
you so
End of
you
the
watched a
day,
couple of the mastermind recordings, right?
yeah, I watched a couple of the mastermind recordings, and then Tim, like yours and Tim's, like actual modules. But I started that day within 3 hours with $1,600, and I ended it with like 8.9K on the day, and I closed $3,700 in the middle of the night. So that same like 24-hour period.
That's insane. And like the thing is, like that's where like a lot of people are, and that's why we offer what we offer. Because like genuinely, like this business is not difficult, as you know. Like it's not. Yeah, I'll put it like this: it's simple. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Because you got to make the dials. You do have to figure some things out on your own. But once you figure it out, you figure it out. And Alex obviously figured it out because
Yeah, I mean,
he's
I told you I wasn't here for a Lamborghini, Luke. I was wrong. I'm here for that Lambo and
yeah,
everything else. Yeah,
he'll get up and out here soon. I can
yeah.
see that. And what's funny is Alex was an idiot in the past, so he's at Panera still working, not because he wants to, but because he physically has to. So he made $900. He sold someone for $900 last night. Had to wake up and go to Panera at 3 a.m.
Yep.
to go work for like what, like maybe $200 today.
Yeah, maybe I'll probably after tax I'll pull like 150, 160.
150, 160 after making 20K in a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. But, he'll be out of there very shortly once he gets the green light from some people that have to give him the green light. But I don't want to hold you too long. What would you say is like, the best part of Auto Empire, whether it's the community, the coaching, how we have, the 4 or 5 calls every single week. What I guess do you see the most value in?
Um, uh, Mainly one being the actual. I mean, you guys aren't just dropping like little videos and breaking down exactly what you did, where you failed, and where I can go in and like avoid those mistakes and fix that. First of all, so like the community and what you've got in there, and then second of all, just the direct line to you, you yourself, Luke. It's literally a pain in the ass to find somebody that actually will give a shit and like know what you have. Unless you I worked for you for 4 to 6 months and you just kept talking to me, kept putting me on, like making sure I was doing good. Until I finally found my success. It was the mentorship, like modules and all that itself, and then really just a personal connection with you has pushed me much further than I could say.
Yeah, dude, what's great is like, yeah, Alex is in my mentorship. Yeah, he worked with me, but Alex and I are friends now. Like once he's allowed once he's allowed to come to Texas, I'm sure he's gonna come here and we're gonna be, going out dinner, popping
Networks
bottles. I don't
together.
know. We'll be doing something, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and like that's the thing. Like, what we run is not about, yeah, here's some videos and go have fun. No, like I'm friends with a lot of the guys that are inside, especially the ones that put in work. Of course, I'm
Mhm.
more inclined to help out the guys that put in work. I'm not, when you hit me up once a week and you're not on calls all week, I'm not going to help you. Alex puts in work every day. I answer Alex's calls pretty much every time he calls me, unless I'm doing something. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean,
it's a bit different. What's up?
I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna go dial. Like literally, if I'm not working here, I'm working there. What's it called? And then also just like as far as the whole like mentorship thing, like it's a whole community. Like you're in there answering people's message all day long. Like, people's messages bang 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 all day long. You're not just like you said, you're not gonna touch base with us for 5 minutes and then just take off. And I always have that direct line to you as well, just to shoot the shit or like actually get work done.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, yeah, bro, I guess my last question to you would be, what could we do better? What is one thing that we could do better, that, we need to improve on?
Um, I'm not saying you guys wouldn't do this. I just don't think anybody asks you to. If you sat down and like showed these people how you called, I have to sit down and make dials. Like I've even gotten to the point where I'm like helping people out in there a little bit. I'm not a mentor or anything. Obviously, you know that, but I'll sit there and I'll help people out with their questions. The stuff that you've taught me, I feel just as inclined to pass on to them. And the only thing that I feel like they could use from, or like we could use from you more, I'm doing good, but they could use probably listening to how you call exactly. I didn't do good until I started listening to Cam calling, like Cam's calls themselves, and then I started like picking up the tonality. You know,
Valid.
so that's
Valid.
probably
Yeah.
that's probably it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the best answer I've got on any of these. That's actually a really good point. Maybe what we'll do for anybody watching this, maybe we'll put in like Wednesdays or something. We'll just be like, it won't be like a normal mastermind, it'll just be like live calls. Like I'll
That's
just,
all. Yeah,
me
and then
and Cam and Ben and Renice can just call people. I think
yeah,
that's fine. It's a good idea.
and then
Um,
there was also I joined because I needed the insight, and then you guys did the hardest worker competition. So I mean, I have yet to see how that pans out, but I'm looking forward to the results.
I think somebody's gonna win that. I think we know who's gonna win that. Cool, bro. Anything you want to say to anybody that's seeing this video and is on the edge of, hitting me up, having a conversation with me?
I didn't hit Luke up and talk to him for 30 minutes. I didn't sit on a phone call with him for an hour. I didn't ask him a million questions. At the end of the day, if you know what you want to break out of this life or like the 9 to 5, whatever you want to call it, and you're being offered the opportunity. So don't beat around the bush. Don't ask all these questions. Don't just waste your time. Get into it. Get into the program and take action. Start dialing. Literally, I don't do anything else but dial. There's nothing I could have done without it.
Yeah, and like a pattern I see is like the people that don't ask a bunch of questions, they just go after it and they figure out as they go and they bring the questions back to the calls and they don't ask me questions constantly all day. Genuinely, those are the people that make the most money. Gannon has asked me like no, not even, maybe like 3 questions outside of like the calls. He just gets after it. Peyton, same way. You, same way. Logan, same way. Arsenal, same way. All these people that are constantly winning every day, they did not, beat around the bush and try to like figure things out. Like ask a bunch of
Yeah.
questions and oh, I don't know, maybe will it work? No, I don't know. No, they all knew this was going to work. They just knew that they needed a little direction, and that's what they did. They pulled the trigger, they got in, and they just got to work. That's it. They used the resources and they got to work, and that's the people that are successful. But Any closing remarks, Alex, before I let you go?
No, that's really all I'm pointing out is just don't beat around the bush. Just get in, start doing it. You've seen that it works. You don't need you don't need to ask them a million questions. Those are questions you could be asking ChatGPT while you're on the phone with somebody else. It's I like your program, Luke, because you're not here to hold my hand, but you're here to make sure I succeed, and there's a very big difference in that. And I respect it.
Exactly, bro. Well, I appreciate it, and I expect another $1,000 day today, or
Awesome.
you're in.